to the podcasts. Podcasts RUHL. What's happening, Johnny?
Hey, baby, I'm just happy to be here at Golden Touch Studios.
Another Crow Village production.
The heart of Crow Village, just down the road from us.
That's right.
It kind of blows our cover.
Yep, there goes our super secret location.
Yeah.
So, how the world's treating you well?
Yeah, it's good, better than I deserve, probably. You know.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm blessed each and every day.
That's the truth, man. That is the truth.
You know, when you do something that you love and you're surrounded by great people, and I mean, just the music alone and the people that I've met, and I don't know who to thank for, but
it's all about the
thank
people.
For it.
It's all about the peoples for sure.
Yeah. Good rubs off on good.
Yeah. That's all we remember in the end. Is remember not so much where we did it, but who we did it with.
That's waka waka. So, Joel, how are you?
Yeah, pretty good.
There he is.
I don't have a microphone, so that's me though.
The Wizard. Appreciate you being here, kid. Doing a hell of a job.
Yeah, he is.
I mentioned that I've smoking lots of weed today, taking some edibles, and now I'm drinking Vietnamese coffee. So it ought to be interesting. Shout out, yeah. Shameless plug.
Number 6.
Lee's Hoagies.
Lee's Hoagies, number 6.
Lee's Vietnamese sandwiches,
there we
actually.
go. Yeah.
Kind of a hoagie. Vietnamese hoagie.
This may be a short show.
We're starving. So the weed business is probably still in a bit of a lull. There are a lot of people that are struggling that, as I've mentioned before, that probably didn't know a lot about weed, and they're losing licenses, and people are having trouble paying people. But we seem to still be pushing strong, and we have a great product.
Well, yeah, you're the top shelf, Yeah.
That's
so top shelf always survives,
Shout out to Blem, Cali Lotus.
There are a lot of boutique gin breweries out there now, but Bombay will always survive, Not that I would know, but
yeah. Poisoned any ice cubes lately, John? I mean, I'm still running around, and I'm in San Diego. I'm in LA. I've been fortunate that I haven't really made a lot of trips to the Bay recently, but and I miss it because I was going so much. I really love the Bay. Spending a lot of time in San Diego.
Yeah,
and LA, but
you were up in the Bay Area quite a bit.
I was, and like I said, you fall in love with it. It's one of the most beautiful cities in the world, and from a distance.
Yeah, you start seing how the sausage is made in San Francisco, and
they got some hungry creatures there, and they'll surely make a mess out of you.
Yeah, that's a sad deal. I used to love San Francisco since I was a kid. I mean, literally like 50 years ago, we go up there.
Which is not that it's on our list of things that we were probably going to discuss, but it's really sad, to see the city that I was born in, the great state of Maryland, Cumberland, Maryland, small town, Western Maryland. And when my parents were about 3 years old, they divorced and we moved to Philadelphia. So I really grew up in the city of brotherly love, and I did some time in Baltimore as well. But both of these cities are just atrocious, with homeless and crime, and the murder rates, the gun violence is. I'm speechless when I watch some of these things on YouTube. I see these Philly cops, and these people and these children. I saw something last night about a graveyard for a Muslim graveyard. You know what I mean? And these kids he said they're 15 to 17, and you just see fresh grave after fresh grave after fresh grave,
Yeah.
What's it take? You know what I mean?
Well,
we want to help everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We want to take these cities, and, we should do something with them, and really, spend the money in the city, and get some of these politicians that are representing these cities. But, we're worried about other countries, and it's sad. Veterans, homeless, mental health, it's just crazy. It just blows my mind that, they can lie about all this bullshit and money and take money from we the people and not really, spend it on we the people. I'm all about helping people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not selfish in any way. If you know me, I'm not selfish, but it's just really sad that so much is going on. Los Angeles, San Francisco, Detroit, you name it, man.
Well, it's a tough nut to crack too, because people are moving out of those cities. The tax base, the producers are all moving out of those cities. Just saw an article about Portland today, North Portland. People are just getting the hell out. And why wouldn't you? I mean, you lived in the city. People who like to live in the city because of the amenities, great restaurants, this and that. Well, you know what? You can move to Des Moines, Iowa, and you've got your internet, and they have nice restaurants and places like that now, because that's people are moving. And so the San Franciscos and Phillies and LAs and Seattle, even, they're kind of screwed when it comes to that. Everybody's getting the hell out,
Sad.
And, yeah. So that's why I'm wondering, okay, so what the hell are they going to do? It doesn't, that light at the end of the tunnel actually is an oncoming train for those cities,
Steam locomotive
barreling down on them,
roaring down the tracks.
Yeah. One of the things we were talking about the weed business was well, it's not the weed business, but it is sort of. It's the micro dosing with the mushrooms.
The mushrooms. I don't think you took enough.
Well, I was reading this. Just a study by Johns Hopkins. They took 25 people that were severely depressed, gave them microdose of psilocybin, and half of them just flourished. And a year later, they were still flourishing, no more symptoms. It's quite the thing,
Yeah, there's a lot of natural medicine that truly does work for people. I know PTSD. There's a lot of people that it helps, and I hope soon that it will be also legal, so people can enjoy it. I mean, if it's recreational, I understand, but if it's medicinal, I understand that even more.
That recreation is e-ticket for sure. I mean, that's my age right there, e-ticket. But yeah, that's a different kind of recreation. But
didn't we have a conversation about this the last time before the show? Was that another drug we were talking about?
I can't remember.
Oh God, let's see here. Where were we?
But anyway, so is that, I know it's not supposed to be part of your business, but is it
I know people that grow mushrooms. I mentioned this on the show before. I have a really good friend that's trying to get ahead of the curve on strains and like a kit you can buy to grow mushrooms, right? And it'll be strain specific, but not just like some cheesy light bulb and like some little, piece of plastic. Like he's going all out, but it's not part of my business, but I do come across people that carry mushrooms. They grow mushrooms, they sell mushrooms, they make mushroom chocolate bars, which are very popular. I mean, look, if you're going to try to, escape reality and have some fun or, medicate yourself, so to speak, as natural as it can be. I mean, mushroom and chocolates. Come on. I know a lot of people that have, remember, and it takes me to something real quick. You can always eat more, but you can't eat less. Okay, remember that, kids.
Those are freaking words to live by right there.
Well, if you're going to eat mushrooms or LSD or any of that stuff.
Yeah, I wish
small doses.
Some of my friends and I would have known about that back when we were in high school.
Know, when you're young,
nothing's happening yet.
Yeah, let's eat more. Exactly. I told you I was at a show in at the Sam Boyd Silver Bowl, seeing the Grateful Dead sometime 91, and I remember having an issue with some LSD and a little bit too much, and I wasn't talking, but I was communicating with everyone.
Right.
It was interesting show.
Yeah, that hit the market in the 60s and early 70s, and it was funny. I was playing golf with a buddy of mine. He'll go unnamed at this point, but we were talking, and he said something that just epitomizes the 70s. He said, yeah, we were talking blah, blah, blah. And he goes, yeah, I think it was acid. So that's what,
if you've got nothing to do for 14 or 24 hours, it's always fun.
We had no idea what was going on.
First couple of times are always like that.
Yeah. That's in fact, shouting out to him. I'm going to my reunion on Saturday. So this is
40 years.
Let's put it this way. I saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan, so we'll just leave it at that. But shout out to North Long Beach. Got a few people watching tonight, so
nothing like Long Beach. A lot of love in Long Beach.
Yeah, North Long Beach.
North Long Beach.
Northtown, yeah.
Northtown, yeah. We're gonna have my sister on hopefully, if we can get all the wires plugged into the right places. But I want to give a shout out to her and Dan. Happy anniversary. Love you both.
Honest Dan.
Honest Dan, he's the man.
Man, that's a couple that I just love. And that is, we were talking about people. If Dave Friedman hadn't introduced me to you, I wouldn't know any of those people. I wouldn't know you. I wouldn't know a whole group of people that, are a whole different family for me. And it's crazy. I'm just forever grateful to that.
We're blessed. Come on.
Yeah.
You made it. You made the cut. You know what I mean?
It only took me like 5 years before I was
my mom loves you. My sister loves you. It's like shout out to Tony Rodriguez and Family Style. My mom was always like, "Can Tony sing?" Sure, Mom. Can your sister sing? Sure, Mom.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of love and a lot of great people. The band, I was fortunate enough to just have a lot of great musicians and friends, and they also attract great people to come enjoy the music and party and smoke and drink and wherever you are. And I have people that met people, and they're still together. I have Parker and I have been, he hates it. Go someplace, somebody's like, I know somebody or they know me. They recognize us. It's happened in airports. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But more than once. But we were somewhere, and this couple, we were at Outback Steakhouse, and we were sitting at the bar watching TV, eating our steaks at the bar. And this lady said something about, "You look familiar. Do you go to Cook's Corner?" And Parker's like, "Here we go." They actually met at one of the gigs there. You know what I mean? So I don't know what it is, but we're really good about putting people together. For some reason.
Well, I'll tell you what. The last show we did at Cook's, and everybody showed up for the West Coast Strays.
Jesus, they were handsome men.
Handsome and powerful men. I was just looking out at the crowd, and I was thinking, like, okay, these people are talking to each other. If it wasn't for the Strays, they wouldn't have known each other. And I just hope everybody can experience something like that in their life, But anyway,
like I said, blessed each and every day.
Yeah, we are. So, so much for the lighter part of the show.
Yeah, there's been a lot going on in the world. So where do you want to start?
I mean, just throw the dart against the wall. It's
okay.
Really...
Did you hear that Liz Cheney might be running for president?
Yeah, I know. It's
seriously.
Yeah. Well, somebody has to do something, because what she's in charge of right now is probably the most important thing that's happened since the Civil War. Those are her words.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the January 6th committee.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't talk about the war crimes or, turning all these young men that were in the military into, to turning on people that really did nothing wrong.
Yeah. I understand the strange bedfellows thing, but she and her dad they might as well have been lepers. But now that she's going after who, everybody loves her. So
not me. And apparently not the people in Wyoming that I have seen that have been interviewed.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of people said that she was nice and maybe she was good, a couple of years ago, but she hasn't been doing anything for the people of Wyoming. It's just like our government trying to defend or get rid of 45, right? What have they been doing for us?
Well, that's the thing.
What have they been doing for us?
I know.
Nothing.
She has this, like so many people, this bottomless pit of contempt for the guy. And that's what she focused on. And, Wyoming's a state with issues like anybody. And
no, I
anyway,
it was so funny to me. I mean, she lost, whatever. She blamed somebody.
Yeah,
she's trying to switch Republicans to vote Democrat. And, her dad's putting a bunch of money behind her. I mean, I think it's just a waste, but, he made a lot of money doing a lot of things, I'm sure.
Oh, so does she.
Like most politicians do.
You have to take everything with a grain of salt, but she came in with $70 million, and now she's worth about 40.
Remember this. As far as we're concerned, these are our opinions. It's just stuff that we like to discuss. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. By no means do we, are we haters? We're having some discussions here. Stuff that, to us makes sense when we see something. So we don't want to offend anybody, but, I think Republicans and Democrats both, politicians have been around way too fucking long. There needs to be term limits. There needs to be, a serious oversight committee. We need like a net when this shit goes weird. I mean, and let's stop, with fucking bills, these spending bills. Nothing happens. You know what I mean? Again, like let's talk back to the Democratic cities. Like it's horrible, the gun violence. We haven't been able to stop the war on drugs. In Philadelphia, if you look up on Kensington Avenue, and Shelly's watching, I know she's watching probably, even if she's eating. Anybody else from Philly knows, down Kensington, right? Your White Soxers. These people are like zombies. They're like zombies.
Yeah.
They're slumped over in
Yeah.
the middle of the day, like everywhere.
Yeah.
And nobody's doing anything about it.
Right.
So the drugs are just being pumped in from wherever.
Yeah.
Maybe south of the border. Who knows? Maybe they come through California. Maybe they come. I don't know where they come from. Okay. We're not doing anything about it.
They just the government facilitates it. I mean, that border, that's like, you can't even get started on that. But,
we'd have to go to New York and DC and talk about the mayors.
Yeah. Bless their hearts.
Couple hundred people, 1,000 people. They're getting so many people. I talked about that. Eagle Cross. I think it's Eagle Cross, Texas, is a border town that they cannot. The residents of the town cannot use the local hospital. I mean,
I know.
It's beyond. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, I know that John feels the same way I feel. You want to come to the country, please. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sign the guest book.
Yeah.
Sign
the guest book. Sign up. You know what I mean? Because even they said that the people that are escaping that aren't even getting caught, best thing you can do is get caught, because you're going to get fucking money. They're going to sign you up with cards and shit. They're going to send you somewhere, and a nice pair of shower shoes, and again,
and 5-star in New York. Speaking of New York, that's where they're putting them up. The $500-$600 night job.
It's a sanctuary city, and he again, I shout out again to Governor Abbott, and I guess DeSantis has been helping out as well with stuff on the border over there, and
I think he sends his people to DC and Baltimore. That's where DeSantis sends his. But yeah, they're all upset because 400 people showed up on a bus. Well, there's 4,000 people a day coming over. So
in these small towns that don't even have half the resources that these large towns do. So again, we're not about not wanting to help people or people seeking asylum. They need to do it the right way. Like Johnny said, they need to sign the guest book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have a very good friend. Shout out to Ray Weston, who is going to be a citizen of the United States of America.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's getting sworn in soon. If I didn't already miss it. Anyway, shout out to Ray Weston.
Yeah,
my favorite Scotsman.
He's been on the show.
He has been on the show.
Yeah, he did a bang up job.
Yeah, he's quite the storyteller.
Yeah,
I mean, just the accent. You know what I mean? Did you ever?
He's got a shillelagh full of them too.
You should have used him for a voiceover on a book.
I tried.
Yeah,
I tried. Actually, that's another story.
Yeah,
but we'll get him going.
So how are we going to hire and train? Was it 87,000 IRS agents?
Yeah. Well, we're not.
You can't get a guy to fucking flip tacos.
I know.
Who's going to qualify for this?
I have a friend that works for IRS. We've been trying to hire people for like 10 years and we can't. The issue is they have about 50,000 people that in the next 5 to 7 years are retiring. And so they have to, the 87,000, you have to take everything you hear with a grain of salt, and I just looked into it, and the 87,000 is not going to be what it is, but they've got to replace all these people that are leaving. And it's almost impossible. I don't know. It takes about $250,000 to get somebody hired and through the first few years there. Well, hopefully they're going to be able to extract that much tax, that amount of taxes out of people. I don't think so. And who else can they come after? They've got to get revenue. They can't go after the billionaires.
Because they're going to start crawling up everybody's ass.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
The billionaires have lawyers and accountants
that
are going to keep them all away from that. They're going to find every loophole. But me and you, Joe Blow, we're going to be probably getting, you know what I mean?
Well,
grease.
Yeah, no disrespect, but the smartest guy at the IRS is probably not as bright as the dumbest lawyer for Exxon. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
So they're just going to.
It's a guy with a badge, though. Sometimes people with badges
and guns.
Yeah, sometimes
and guns now.
Yeah. So and I saw
what is that?
Shout out to hell yeah, Danny White down there in Texas. He was the first one, even before I saw it on any social media or YouTube. about the IRS and the and being armed and deadly force and the hours you were going to have to work and you were going to have to serve warrants and do all this other crazy stuff. So, I mean, it sounds like they're serious about it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. You can only hope that, it doesn't turn out that way. But yeah, it's like we talked about briefly before the show about the, what was the thing that Joe signed, and there'd be no, it was about Bitcoin or
no, it was the executive action. Yeah. 14067, which is about digital currency, and it's under the guise of, well, we're going to protect everybody from the cryptocurrency.
They're always going to protect.
But
somebody.
You look at Section 4, and that ain't what it is. It's digital money, which cash is starting to go anyway. I play at a golf course. We don't take cash. Wifey on her airline, they don't take cash anymore. Yeah. So
we should get some lawyers to start a class action suit against people, because it's really funny.
Well, while you're looking for what you're looking for, John Rodberg just chimed in.
Johnny,
I got to shout to him, because he said you're 100% right. So he's on,
about what? We're always right.
I don't think it matters. I think it's everything.
It says right on this piece of currency, right? This note is legal tender for all debts, public and private.
You would think. Yeah. So you can go and make a stink if you want, and the person behind the counter is going to go,
no, they're going to call security.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens to me if I make a stink.
Yeah. From experience, right?
Yeah. Send me to the hospital.
Yeah. Dan said, Dan of Shelly and Dan said he saw Bitcoin ATM, the ATM today. So, it's everywhere, but I think they've lost all their money. Their value is just plummeted.
Weren't they so against it though? Like just a few years ago, weren't they? Yeah. Everybody was against it, against it.
Yeah.
The money's being moved around. They don't like it. Who knows? They could be behind it themselves. I don't know what to fucking believe anymore. If I didn't see it happen, I'm skeptical.
Yeah.
I'm skeptical,
Yeah. Well, I don't know either, because just like, the 87,000 floats around, that's not what it's going to be. They're not going to get 87,000. That's just a number that somebody threw out there and everybody jumps on. Here's another good one. They were talking about Spain today, and Spain
in the rain.
Yeah, in the rain.
Mainly
on the plane. Shout out to My Fair Lady. Jesus. So they don't want their thermostats below 80. Because they got, all this stuff, and, because of for air conditioning, because they got a heat wave, and, Europe has just screwed themselves with Russia and energy. Well,
aren't they firing up the coal plants over there?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. They are. Germany is. Yeah. Yeah.
And I got a quick
question. But just real quick, we were talking about you never know what to believe. And what I was listening to is, well, see, that's what they're doing. That's where they're going, Well, no, they said keep it between 68 and 80. That's the full thing. That's the full quote.
That's don't read the first paragraph with the big bold letters,
right?
And you read that, and you put the paper down.
Yeah,
there. Read the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. And it was a headline as to to say that, well, see what Russia's done, and now they can't. No, that's not. Anyway, so it goes on. I don't care what side you're on the media. They just
I get it.
It goes on and on. So
I get it. But I just recently with the whole FBI raid or visit or play date or whatever the fuck that was, you know what I mean, just watching like the MSNBC and the CBS, like they were doing backflips, like they caught this guy doing something.
Yeah.
And again, it's like you have to ask yourself again, if you're not even into politics and you're just looking at a big map going, why the fuck are they have a hard on for this guy?
Well, I'll tell you
what. I mean, I know why, but I'm just saying, why aren't people going, wow, like they tried to impeach him twice. There was a Stormy Daniels thing. There was this January 6th thing. There was all these tax things. I mean, like, everything, like, it's like this fucking many, you know what I mean? And he's still, like, Gutfeld said he's like a black hole for negative energy. Like, just give it to me, bro. Like, and nothing happens.
Yeah. And I don't think anything's going to happen with this either.
Of course not.
But what happens?
Why?
What I'll tell you one reason why I think anyway. There's an election coming up. It takes
hell you say.
That's what I've heard.
Starting to irritate me, John. Starting to irritate me.
It's irritating is what it is.
Shout out to Jack.
It takes the focus off of Joe. They're talking about Trump.
Joe's
This,
is
they
he
take
still
the
in South
focus off-
Carolina? Is he still in South Carolina?
Yeah, no, he's back now. They had the big dog and pony show where he signed the bill, and I don't know if you saw him. Did you see the video of him?
No, it's hard to watch anymore.
Well, what I saw was my father-in-law when he had Alzheimer's, that faraway look.
Yeah.
And anyway, I was gonna play it, but it's too depressing. Anyway, take your mind off Joe and concentrate on him and say, yeah, well, Joe did this, he did that, and because if they focus on him and I don't know, failures, we'll make that.
Joe's done nothing. Obama's people are running the country. There's a lot of input from all those Democratic people, and it's sad that they're parading the guy around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give him his ice cream. Shout out to if you get a chance, go to YouTube and look up the United Spot. The United Spot. If you want a few laughs, it just Anyway, so yeah, I just blown away by all the media, all the shit that's being said. Not leave the fucking guy alone. You know what I mean? Why are they busting his balls still? Why?
Well,
and I know they don't want him there.
Well,
but that makes me think, why don't they want him there? Why is there so much energy being spent? Forget about the people that just follow shit and don't listen or can't pay attention or deductively think about things, regardless of what side of the fence you're on. You'd have to look at that from an angle and go, I mean, I understand how you think, right? And I understand how I think, but like, what's the exhaustion about? You know what I mean? Why the persecution?
Yeah.
Nothing sticks. Like, you can't be that good. You know what I mean? And they should know, you know what I mean? And the weaponization of the FBI and the ATF or the Department of Justice. I mean, it's obvious.
Yeah.
For quite some time.
Well, and I don't have
hungry for power.
I don't have the list in front of me of people that FBI's gone over in the last 5-6 years, but where they came from, and they don't like him because he doesn't follow the party line. And I'm not talking about Democrat, Republican. I'm talking about the big ass political party that runs the show, and he doesn't follow that. And that's why they don't that's why they don't like him. But that visceral thing about when you just say his name to somebody and they go full on Yosemite Sam, with the steam coming out the ears.
It's sad. Well, I mean, I have friends and I have family that we don't always agree politically, and sometimes we've gotten into conversations where it's like, okay, we should just not talk about this anymore.
And people don't.
But I think we all know now not to even go there. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
And I respect their opinion, and there are a lot of things we've talked about where when push came to shove, are you a full to the right or full to the left? A lot of us are somewhere closer in the middle.
The country's kind of center right, but we've said this before. We all want the same things. Now, you may think this guy will get you there and that guy will get you. I think that guy will get us there, but we all want the same damn things.
I mean, safety should be a thing, for people.
Yeah, Matt Johnson just chimed in too.
What an American, Matt Johnson.
Yeah, we love Matt Johnson. I don't think we have a picture of it. I think we've got a picture of him somewhere. I'll get Joel to bring it up at one point. But he said the 1,000-yard stare, and that's what it was with Joe. And I'm getting to the point where I don't hold it against him anymore.
We talked about this before. You said, he's like your uncle or your grand. Like, why would you allow this to happen? Like, that's how greedy, you know what I mean? These people are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the money. You know what I mean? Like, you think about that's what's taking charge of us
everything.
as a country.
It's
all
everything.
Just
Always
money,
has
greed,
been.
power. But you got pops out here looking like a fucking douchebag. You know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah.
Kind of
Trying to shake hands with people that aren't there. Can't put on his coat. Fell off the bike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He can still
says one thing. Can't read the teleprompter. Slow it down.
Well, he's still got muscle memory on the teleprompter. He can still deliver a little bit.
He doesn't spend any time at the White House, which is
but
strange.
we don't hear anything about him. It's the weirdest thing.
Keep him in the dark.
Yeah, mushrooms.
Yeah,
in the dark and
feed me bullshit and keep me in the dark. Shout out to Hillbilly. I love you. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
The other thing, and this is we wanted to get off our chest, ample as they are. CDC.
New guidelines today.
The vax.
Trying to get it speed up. I heard there was a new There was a new booster coming out.
Yeah, there is number
For,
5.
for what?
And everyone I know is not taking it. That's already there. Why would you? But all of a sudden, vaxxed and unvaxxed, no difference.
Mm.
And it
People lost their jobs. People are still being discharged from the military. There's a shortage of pilots. There's a shortage of doctors. There's a shortage of nurses, and probably a lot of other folks. Because
jab pilots are having heart events on the plane that they've never had before. So all those things add up, and we can go down the laundry list. But it comes down to the fact that we said on our very first podcast that in the end, the social is going to dwarf whatever the virus has done, and that is what's proving out. It really is. And now the CDC says, never mind.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I said to you, imagine at the year of the pandemic, when it was strong, right? Imagine it's your last year on Earth. You've got cancer. You're gonna, you're sick and you're not gonna live very long, and you've got some plans. You're gonna fly to Florida, gonna see my uncle.
Yeah.
Gonna go back to Philly, have a fucking cheesesteak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm gonna go wherever, and you can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
And most of it was unnecessary. Now they're saying the lockdowns didn't do anything.
Yeah, it's all coming out, and the other one that comes.
But does anybody really care?
Well, everyone wants it over with and like that, and
of course,
and they're tired of talking about it, and I understand that. I am too. It's just I've had such personal experience with it that I've had family who doesn't want to be around us. I was told I shouldn't be allowed to play music in the club. The club owner shouldn't let us in. Those type of things, and so now
that one hurt.
Now I'm to the point though. The anger I've had against that is starting to dissipate because they were all lied to. They were all about this vaccine. Everybody was lied to about it.
Yeah, well, but we also had conversations about that. Like, I can't make you feel comfortable. You know what I mean? I could try.
Yeah.
I get you high.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
I get you stoned as a motherfucker. But I can't make you feel comfortable. So a lot of people I don't hate on people that took the vax. You know what I mean?
I never hated on them.
It wasn't something that I was interested in doing. I'm very confident that in 2019, sometime between between Christmas and Thanksgiving, I was sicker than I had been in 30 plus years. Yeah. And if it wasn't for Aunt Jeannie, shout out to Jeannie, I got a Z-Pack from her, which I think was expired because she said, "Oh my God, it's expired." And I was like, "I don't care, I'm taking it," because I really thought I
remember
I was going to have Parker or somebody's going to take me to the hospital. I was really sick, but and after that, I never had an issue, and I was out doing deliveries, I was out taking meetings, I was up and down the coast. I never got sick, but again, like everyone initially, I was very concerned. I didn't want to, you're going to take it home to your mom and kill her. You know what I mean? You're going to take it home to someone and kill her. But again, I can't make you feel better. You can't make me feel comfortable. I understand everybody feels different about it. I hope that everyone's okay. We love everyone. We care about everyone. And,
yeah, we do.
Sadly, there's a percentage of people, unfortunately, that are showing up in different numbers all around the world, like an extra 10% of people that are dying from natural causes.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
Yeah. United Kingdom, England they keep much better records about that type of stuff than we do. It's 5%.
It's a 5%?
5% increase in people dying that just
technically didn't die before, but the numbers increased.
The numbers are increasing. Yeah. So, and going to attach it to that or not, who knows? But
anyway, just our opinion.
Yeah, it's just our opinion. The pandemic of the unvaccinated.
Yeah. Yes.
God.
Yeah. Come on, man.
There she is.
Is she on?
Yeah,
I think
we're on.
we have Shelly.
We're on.
All right, yo, how was it? How was your day?
Let us do
Dude,
an.
I won
Let's do it.
$130.
Oh man.
Let's introduce our guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, my sister Shelly Pagliarulo and her entourage. There's Aunt Jeannie.
Just happy heading up the 5 from Del Mar. Heading up the 5 from Del Mar.
So you had a great day. Happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
We mentioned it earlier, but
Best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah, for sure. I don't have to watch you anymore. He's your responsibility. Or she's yeah, right, exactly. No, he was watching. He was commenting a little while ago. So you guys had a great day.
Awesome. Great fucking day, man. We had the best fucking, the fuck you want to call him. Joel rocked the whole fucking thing.
We got to that was the best part.
And
She's
We
had-
had some
once-
gin and juice. It's all good.
and won some money.
I did, Johnny. I won like $130.
Atta
And who
baby.
fucking knew? I go by names only, dude. And weight. Oh, he weighs too much. He can't run too fast.
Well, I'm thinking you bet on Sugar Kisses in the fourth because that's what we were talking about.
Honey, I
The
won
15
some
to
money
1.
on that one.
Yeah, the 15 to 1 shot.
I bet on him.
Remember, we used to go down to the racetrack. Remember, Dad used to take us down to the racetrack in was it West Virginia,
with Pop Merv.
Winchester? Yeah. Yeah. There's some old memories,
Fondled memories.
fondled memories.
Is that what
So
you call him?
yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Was the carnival or the fair there, or the fair's already done there?
Yeah, it's in June.
Oh, it's in
That's
June.
all.
In June, yeah.
Just the
Yeah.
racetrack.
Del Mar Fair is really fun, but everyone in South County shows up every day. So it's very difficult to be there, but it's one of the cooler fairs around. Used to
Yeah,
love that.
yeah. I should take Parker there when he was little, but that run you're on right now, I do that like 3 times a week. I could probably tell you where you are.
We're headed north. We're on the on ramp.
Oh, you're just getting on. You're just getting on now.
So
Yeah, we
the
got
ru-
dinner.
there's a rumor, Shelley, that you're retiring.
Fuck told you that?
It's been all over the news. I don't know. Somebody told me.
I told him earlier. I said they're probably getting
From-
they're getting ready to retire.
Fact or fiction?
Yo, I wish you gave me some more from this video. That I don't look good. But hey, what do y'all want to talk about?
I told you put your sunglasses on there, dime slots. Those aren't sunglasses.
I got fucking progressive transition, Richie.
We got hats.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. Fuck.
Kentucky Derby Day. All right. Well, listen, you girls are breaking up a little bit there, probably because you're moving
Yeah.
and
Well,
not
we're all-
stationary.
Are you in?
That's a groovy hat. Yeah, there you go. Nice hat. Thumbs up on the hat. Hey, Uncle Dan, can you see your beautiful wife?
Oh my
My
God.
precious
She's
little
watching.
sister. He was.
He was. He left a comment.
What was that? Oh, yeah, woohoo! Cocaine in a cup. Yeah, a lot of. I don't see David comment. He might be watching. It's hard for us to tell because Joel's running the controls, and we're doing our thing here. So
Yeah, he's the boss of us. We just do
Yeah.
what he says.
yeah, exactly.
Got
Anyway,
fucking
oh my goodness. All right. Well, listen, you girls be safe. What did you have any? Well,
Are you in Pendleton? You must be in.
me.
no. You're finally look. You were cutting out pretty bad there.
We're not cutting it up.
We're moving now.
Are you in Pendleton?
Are you Camp Pendleton yet?
No, we're
No.
not.
I don't even think we're fucking there.
You're gonna come up on what's the first lagoon?
Yeah.
Below,
That's
So we've got to pull some gig together and get you back on stage.
Yeah.
Do a little shining.
There was talk for years about doing a couple sets, but she can't commit.
Well, she likes to light up the room and leave.
Yeah.
You know.
She sets the place on fire and then runs out.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Wait for the explosion.
she should still sing
Jolene.
Jolene.
She could sing with the Dups the next time we got out of Cooks.
Yeah, no,
She
she
can
should
sing with the-
sing Jolene.
Dude, I want to sing Gunpowder and Lead.
Who's that?
Miranda Lambert.
Oh yeah, she's hot.
Work it up, baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and load my shotgun and sit by the door.
She's gonna be
These are crazy. Did anybody else win any money?
won a little bit.
Everybody won a little bit. You know, he didn't do like big bets or anything like that. Time the cat that did I guess he's our tour guide. Joel did right on it, man. He was awesome. We got to go through the barn where they raise them and take care of them and fed
Oh,
them.
really?
Awesome. Yeah.
Oh, that was my favorite part.
Yeah. I got great pictures. We had
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's quite the operation they've got going down there in Del Mar. It's they race cars and motorcycles there too.
I used to take Parker to the motorcycle races,
Yeah.
and we went to the
Yeah.
motorcycle races there. The club did years ago. Yeah, flat track.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you guys went and enjoyed it because I'm Debbie Downer here, but horse racing tracks they're dinosaurs, man. They're
What is she doing?
Karen's hitting the button.
okay.
Okay, what's Karen
All
doing?
right. Okay.
All right, listen, we love you. You guys be safe. We'll see you at the saloon real soon. All right.
You look great, baby.
I love the hat.
You look great.
Jeannie, I'll talk to you in the
Yeah, well,
morning.
Love you. Richie, I will drive out with you and we'll have a deep conversation, okay?
What'd she say?
She said she loves me. She doesn't know why I hang out with you, but she's glad I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is he lying? Why is he lying like that?
I fucking love you.
All right, we gotta go. Love you.
See you, baby.
Bye, honey. Wow, they have that much fun.
Yeah.
That was a horrible connection they
Yeah,
had.
they've got an all-day sucker going on there, I'll tell you.
Yes, they do. Thank God Jeannie was at the wheel.
Well, yeah, let's we're wrapping here, so let's get
Oh yeah, what happened?
anything else you got?
Well, I wrote what happened with Alec Baldwin. Like it was funny. Like about a week ago, I don't know, I was watching TV or watching YouTube channels and doing things and looking around the internet. I'm like, whatever happened to Alec Baldwin in that gun thing? And all of a sudden it bubbled back up this week. The FBI said that there's no way the gun went off without the
but somebody he pulled the trigger.
Yeah,
he pulled the trigger, and who knows?
And they're labeling it as an accident, but you know what I mean.
I'm
like,
sure it was.
Just own your shit. You know what I mean? You fucking shot the girl. It was an accident.
Yeah. Well,
gotta live with it.
Yeah, he's got insurance. I was reading. He's kind of got immunity from the lawsuits. So own it. You're right.
Own it, man. If it's your fault, fucking own it. It was funny too. Not funny, but like the FBI is all in the news now again. Like they had they have raids this morning in Boyle Heights and East LA, and I guess some other parts of Los Angeles.
Yeah, the gang thing. Yeah,
they had the marshal had a bus there. They had a bunch of easy ups, a bunch of tables. They were like processing them. Like camp counselors taking guys away.
Yeah,
they hit them all early this morning,
and they needed big semis to take away all the stuff that they had.
Oh, I didn't see. Oh,
Yeah. It was guns. It was cars. It just
a lot of stolen stuff.
It was just a mother load.
Well,
why? Yeah, that's business. They're in the business,
Right, but why do the federal police have to come do it here?
Yeah,
it's Los Angeles, right?
Yeah.
Why do the federal police have to come?
Well, Gascon's not going to do anything. It's not. Well, the guns are involved, then the feds get involved, and the gang thing is a federal thing too, right? I mean,
RICO,
there's statutes and all that.
If there's like more than 3 of you.
So you got anything coming up this weekend or?
I am going tomorrow night to see Tedeschi Trucks.
Oh, okay.
Los Lobos is the first. Was somebody's opening, and I apologize, I can't for the life of me remember who it was. But then Los Lobos, then Tedeschi Trucks, yeah.
And you working anywhere this weekend?
No, I don't have a lot of gigs right now. I got a couple gigs coming up that I'd have to look at my calendar.
We'll be posting.
Yeah, we will be posting for sure. We appreciate you guys. Seriously, like otherwise we're just sitting here talking to ourselves.
Yeah, and then we got Johnson Klein. They put the F in FBI. That's right, Johnson.
I used to laugh. You know, FBI, fucking big Indian. Haven't seen him in a long time, but yeah. I mean, I think being born in the '60s and growing up in the '70s, I don't know. You thought like the lawmen were good people. Yeah, you knew there was good and bad people in every in every turn. You know what I mean? But I think you had a lot of faith in the G-man, the government people. Like they were the good guys, right? That's the picture that's been painted. But in reality,
Well, the percentage has always been there. It probably was a little.
I'm not saying they're all bad.
Yeah,
Don't get me
probably a
wrong.
little higher, probably even a little higher back then because nobody knew anything about it. But what you're talking about is right. And I just had that conversation with my mom, 96 years old.
Bless her heart.
Yeah, I mean she's something for 96. I mean, drives herself to the gym and pays her bills online, but so she's pretty lucid. And she was talking about that when she grew up. I mean, the government was on the pedestal and they knew. And it was just, not so much anymore.
We're all in sales, kid.
Yeah,
Life's a carnival.
Yeah,
Actually, life is a stage, right? What's that saying?
and we're all players.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Well, some people are playing better parts than others. They got Mr. Pelosi out of the news somehow.
yeah. Well, the Pelosi's not going anywhere. Her daughter's going to be running in San Francisco when she steps down. So
Oh well, but
it's going to be.
her husband got in a car wreck up there in fucking Napa.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently, there was somebody else in the car.
Yeah, we'll never know.
There was some kind of drug in his system.
That you, like I said, you're going to hear about them for. It's going to be Pelosi galore for,
006. Pelosi galore
for the immediate future, and as far as you can see, probably.
If you like to laugh at her, go to YouTube at the United Spot. You got to see it. I'm telling you, it's the funniest. Somebody takes their time and does these little computer memes with all their faces. I mean, it's entertaining as hell.
Yeah. United
Mushrooms
Spot.
Or not.
United Spot.
At the United Spot.
Serotonin or not.
Yeah. Since we're giving shameless plugs, also shout out to my boys, and if you get a chance, Smoker's Choice LA on YouTube is also a shot for us here. It's done at Golden Touch Studios here, also a Crow Village production. But again, we're always trying to get some viewers and some subscribers. So like this show, share this show, subscribe to this show, and also with the Smoker's Choice LA, and support live music when you can.
Speaking of live music,
you got a shameless plug?
Well, I've got a plug for next week.
You've been busier than I don't know what.
Yeah,
man.
I play in this.
You and that handsome man Eldon, and
and Robert and our guitar player Paul. Yeah, Tightrope, and they're busy. Everybody
the Swallows.
Everybody likes us because we're not loud. That's the compliment we always get. Yeah, you guys are good, but you're not loud.
Yeah, well, not loud is good.
But speaking of music, we are going to take the show back to the Mo for a special event and coming up probably within the next month or so, and do some more music. And that's how we started.
Invite some really cool people.
Yeah. So
actually play some music. We might have we'll have a little bit of talk and chatter.
Well, our motto was music, weed, discussion, not necessarily in that order. Now it's weed and discussion.
We've omitted some stuff.
Yeah, but we're going to get back on stage.
We changed the rules.
Yeah, getting back on stage.
We're new at this.
Anyway,
Joel, thanks for a great show. Appreciate all your hard work.
Where is Joel? Are you there? There he is.
That's our man in Amsterdam right there.
Yeah, he was giving me the stink eye about he wants a sandwich. So
he wants a sandwich now?
Yeah, so we got to wrap.
It smells the same. Got to go?
Yeah.
All right, kids, remember, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Never trust a living ass. Life is short and hustle hard. Live and love like you mean it. Johnny, appreciate you today. Every day. Fun show. Shout out to Shelly and the girls on the way back from the track. Happy anniversary. I love you. Congratulations on your winnings. We'll see you at a podcast real soon. Much love. Peace.